Hey, all you DPC rebels, it's Dr. Shane back with another Friday 5-minute magic tip. Got some little session here just to help you out and think about some things you want to do coming up for your DPC as you add employers, as you add extra patients. So you might want to get out a little pen and pad and just jot a few things down. I'm going to give you a little quick list of things to think about as you're adding patients. Today we're talking about, is your office ready? Are you ready to add employers significant amount of patients, um, maybe 200, 300 if you get an employer lined up? Is your office ready to handle that extra patient load? Some things you want to think about, be planning for, preparing for as you move into adding patients. So glad to see you guys here. Hope you guys are doing well. Look forward to a great weekend. Um, this is Friday, just getting into autumn, just getting into fall. I think Monday is going to be the 1st of October, maybe the 2nd. So we're already here at the fall. So you guys just hang on for the ride because the holidays are coming. So get ready for a few things to think about here as you start your office working with employers. Number one, the basic things are supplies. Do you need extra supplies, paper, computers, iPads, anything you need to register patients, any kind of office supplies you might need to get things set up? Do you need a new office space? Do you need a new exam space that you need to get set up? Do you have room for that in your office? Do you have a space that you're not using to get it cleaned out, get it ready to add those extra patients? Also, any medical supplies, new instruments or equipment you might need in a new medical space, extra any kind of extra medical supplies you need to carry those extra patients. May want to consider adding that, getting that extra supply list going of things that you might need. Staff wise, anything staff wise you might need. Do you need a new RN? Do you need a new medical assistant? Do you need somebody extra, an extra helper? If it's a big employer, do you need to think about hiring another physician? Do you need someone else to help you? Uh, need to put that on your radar pretty quick if you're looking to add a significant amount of patients or employees coming in. Um, but start looking for that medical assistant and the RN, whoever you're looking for. Time is also an issue for your staff. So if you're going to be adding a couple of hundred new patients, preparing the time for them to get those new patients in, get them set up, get them regular new patient visits where you can get to know who they are. So maybe you need to look at the time schedule. Maybe you need to limit some vacation time so you can get all those people in there. Uh, Limit vacation for the physician, but also other staff. So look at that as you're starting to add a significant amount of new patients. Um, so staff issues, think about anything staff wise you need to get handled before you start adding those patients. Other big ones are furniture or equipment. So if you need to outfit a new exam room, do you need tables, chairs, regular furniture type stuff? Do you need medical equipment to put in there? You need an exam table to put in there. Any kind of medical type equipment, you need to think about that. Um, if you're going to be adding a significant amount of people, maybe you hadn't had an EKG machine and you decided you're finally going to get an EKG machine or some kind of device or cryotherapy gun or something you hadn't had, that you're going to be able to have more patients and you won't want to consider doing that. So is there any kind of new equipment that would be helpful as you add these new patients? So start thinking about that. Um, any other structural issues, how to get people in and out? Is your waiting room big enough? Are you concerned about your waiting room? Parking is another big one. So if you're adding 200 or 300 patients and you're in a small space, is there enough parking to ramp up adding maybe 5 to 6 new patients coming in a day? Think about the parking issue. Um, just other timing issues, your schedule, what your hours are at office. Do you need to revamp those? Think about those. If you do in-house medications, do you need to think about adding extra medications or a mechanism for people to get those medications after hours, like Lockbox or something like that? So as you're adding more and more patients, start thinking about those kind of things. I just wanted to share those few tips as you go out and talk to employers. Begin to prepare your office for adding patients so you're sort of ready. Prepare your office staff so they're ready to get more phone calls, more messages, those kind of things. Just want to share that little tip with you guys today. I hope it's going to be awesome a weekend for you. Looking forward to some awesome events coming up soon in the DPC world. So I hope you're checking those out. Otherwise, just have a great weekend. Keep the DPC magic going. If you need to connect with me, you can certainly connect with me at DPC at drshane at dpcmagic.com. drshane at dpcmagic.com. You can connect with me there. I'll try to put it up there on the screen for you. The emails, I'll try to get to those pretty quick. So if you just shoot me an email, try to get back with you. I spend a lot of time sharing our experiences and trying to help other startup DPCs get off the ground with employers. So let's get connected. I have a lot of connections with some benefits advisors and other people in the community who are really, really good about working with DPC and employers. So glad to connect with you and help you out if you need any resources or any coaching on that. Otherwise, you guys have a great, great weekend, and hopefully see you back here in a week or so for another Friday